Welcome to day 3 of the daily Big December Geekdom Q&A gimmick thing I'm doing here, where I'm doing a Q&A, excuse me, a Q&A every single day leading up to the Christmas weekend. So I hope everybody is having a great day. And, I'm doing these because really I wanted to pump out some extra content this week, because I know a lot of people are actually on vacation, and, you're either taking your winter vacation from like your school or university or whatever, or some of you guys are just on vacation from work if you have a seasonal position. So I wanted to give you I can't really give you gifts, other than thanking you for being a supporter and a subscriber to the channel. But what I can do is just provide more content so that you have something to listen to. Because I know sometimes when you're not busy, you're bored. So that's what I'm here to do, is hopefully help cure some of that boredom and give you something to listen to. Or even if you're at work, you put this on and just put your headphones on, you're rocking and rolling. So let's go ahead and answer these questions from Ask FM. Remember, it's ask.fm/geekdom101. Doing 2 more of these this week, so get your questions in. Carlos977 asks, what's up? Do you think any of the other God of Destructions from the universes are female? And I was wondering, since Final Kamehameha was a move from Xenoverse 2 and it made an appearance in DBS, do you think we might see a female Majin Buu from another universe also in the next arc? A lot of questions from Carlos, and they're actually fun questions. Thank you, Carlos, for sending that along. First and foremost, do you think any of the other gods of destruction from the universes are female? I do think it's possible. I think they have to at least have one, right? I think it will only be fair. I'd be okay with it. Second question, I was wondering, Final Kamehameha was a move in Universe 2. I think the Final Kamehameha was actually in like one of the old Budokai games. I don't remember which one exactly off the top of my head, but it's an old school move, which is why when people were telling me it was the Final Kamehameha in my preview video, I was a little bit, I knew it was, but I was a little bit skeptical, because I was like, wait a minute, they're taking something from the games? That's very rare. Very rare, but it was good to see it. And as a result of that, he's asking if I think that we might see a female Buu. You have to remember that the female Buu, or Majin, whatever, is based on the storyline of Dragon Ball Online. So, honestly, I can't really give you an answer on that, but I would like to see it. If you wanted me to know if will we see it? I don't know, but I would like to see that. I would love more of Buu's race, which really they're just Majin Buus, or whatever, Majin demons, whatever you want to call them. I wouldn't mind seeing another one. In fact, they should do something where Fat Buu falls in love with her. That would be tremendous. Next question. I love your channel. You're doing a great job. Keep what you're doing. Thank you. Do you think Goku will have a new transformation in this new arc, since he's like the main character in Dragon Ball? Well, yeah. And the story goes around him to be the best and the strongest. I think it'll be the last arc. No, I don't think it'll be the last arc, and I don't think he's going to have a new transformation. I don't think so. Will he have one by the end of the series? Possibly. I don't think it's going to happen this arc. Next question. Hey, Geekdom, I wanted to know if SSJR's Black's equivalent of regular Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue, based on what we've seen from episode 71, could hit beat Black in a tournament style match where no killing is allowed. Okay, okay. This is a few questions, alright. The question about SS Rose being Black's equivalent of SS or Blue, I answered that in my Dragon Ball Super Chapter 19 manga review. If you have not checked that out yet, I highly advise you to check it out. And I will tell you this, if you are following Super, even if you don't want to read the manga, you should at least watch my videos talking about the manga. Granted, I'm not trying to plug my shit, but you should, because Toyotaro makes very interesting changes. And in some cases, he actually explains things that the anime does not. So it is, even though I don't like that, because you should be able to get all the information from one source, I think it's something that should be done. It's kind of like with Star Wars, right? If you go see Rogue One, okay, you're going to understand the movie, but you're not going to have the same understanding as somebody who read the Rogue One prequel Catalyst. So it's almost like, in some ways, they want you to kind of, they want you to, I guess, digest all the content. You know what I mean? So check that out. And then he asked, based on what we've seen from episode 71, could Hit beat Black? Black? I would say yes, because of how effectively Hit fought against Goku, but I'm not going to give you a real answer on this right now, because I'm going to wait until the next episode airs, because Goku might beat Hit in the rematch. So I can't answer that right now. I think we need to wait a few more days, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do a poll and ask you guys. Who knows? But probably on that episode preview, not on this video, but or that episode review. I mean, but yeah, I don't. He might. We'll see how he looks in the next episode. Takir Tazwar Siam. Sorry if I screwed up your name. Who is your favorite wrestler? My all-time favorite wrestler is Bret the Hitman Hart, but I have so many also, like Randy Savage and Steve Austin and Ric Flair, of course. What's your favorite Dragon Ball game? See, that's tough because I think, honestly, it's probably going to be Dragon Ball Fusions. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, after I beat the story mode and the parallel quests, it hasn't been that interesting to me. I still like it, but it's just not... It didn't have the same impact that I thought it would, but I really like that game too. I think it'll probably be Fusions right now, but I'm still playing Fusions, so maybe when I finish it, I might not like it as much. Thank you so much for your support. This question I just answered. What's your favorite Dragon Ball moment from any series or movie? I have so many of them. I mean, it changes. Gohan's transformation against Cell is obviously one, Japanese version. Trunks showing up for the first time and transforming is a great one. Goku's speech on Namek is great. Goku meeting his grandfather for the first time in years when he came back from the dead. That's one of the most emotional moments ever. Goku versus Piccolo, the entire fight. Goku and Chi-Chi. There's just so many. There's so many. Already answered this. Don't ask repeat questions, guys. I'm doing these Q&As all week. 12 universes, 10 people per universe team. 144 characters for the Omni Tournament. Are we really about to be introduced to 100 new characters at once? I said this on Twitter, and I thought about this also, how crazy it is. We may, but I have a feeling that they're going to, like, some of the matches are not going to be shown. What I mean by that is they're going to be talked about, but we're not going to see every single fight. I don't think we're going to see every fight. I think they're just going to say, oh, well, Universe 6 just beat Universe 4. They're not even going to show Universe 4. I'm going to answer this one first. Do I still play Dokkan? I haven't touched the game in weeks, so... I might go back to it soon, maybe, but I'm too busy. If Cell somehow came back to life, do you think his Saiyan cells would allow him to tap into God Ki and or reach new levels of strength by training similarly to Frieza? Well, I already did a video on this. It's called Golden Cell. Is it possible? So definitely check that out. Now, the next question is, also, do you think Hit would be able to kill Cell since he has the Namekian regeneration abilities? Yes. Just because you have Namekian regeneration abilities doesn't mean you can't die, because guess what? Gohan killed Cell. So, yeah, obviously. I mean, Namekian regeneration only goes so far if you die. So, let's see. Do you think in this month of filler episodes we'll see Cabba's Planet? I personally want to see an arc on Planet Sadal, but I'll take anything. I want to see Sadal too, but no. I don't think we're going to see it. But we may see it for the next arc. Would you like it if Dragon Ball went past the end of Z? Well, I did do a video on this, but let me expound upon. There's a video called Does Dragon Ball Super Need a Time Skip? So we talked about that, but let me expound upon your question. Wouldn't be about Goku and Vegeta, but a new breed of warriors, Cabba, Oob, Pan, Bra, Teen, Goten, Gohan, mentor role. I would love that. Yes, I would love it if they did a series that was deep into the future, like what Star Wars did with Force Awakens, and the characters that we know of now are all just like myths and legends, and you know what I mean? They are, that would be great. I would absolutely digest that, especially if it's written really well, like with a whole mystery thing of them trying to discover, who was Goku, who was Vegeta. I would love it. More Dragon Ball is always going to be good. When will Bulla be born? Well, she's already supposed to be, buddy. That's the problem with Super, is that we believe that Super takes place in H781. Bulma should at least be far along in the pregnancy. It's just one of the problems that Super's having right now, and it's kind of annoying. Maybe it's just me, but I don't trust before, I gotta say this because I always have new subscribers coming in and new people. Bra's in the manga, buddy. Bra's not a GT character. Bra's in Dragon Ball Z. So go back and watch the series if you're doubting that. Maybe it's just me, but I don't trust Whis and Vato's father for some reason. Do you think we'll see him fight one day? That's funny because I did a video about this that hasn't come out yet. We'll talk about the very same thing because I'm with you, buddy. I don't trust him either. I think he might be the real mastermind, the puppeteer behind a lot of this shit. And as far as will we see him fight? Yes. I think so. I hope so. When we were introduced to Cooler, he said he was already in his fourth form. Do you have any idea what the other three forms were, or will it just be a lifelong cliffhanger? We'll never know unless an artist, Toriyama, or somebody who he commissions, like Toyotaro Nahoishi, Dragon Garo Lee, whoever, unless they draw it, we're not going to see it, and that pretty much tells me that we're probably not going to see it. So don't hold your breath. What's up, Dave? Just wondering which film you're more hyped for, Alien Covenant or Blade Runner 2. I think it's great these sharp sci-fi thrillers still have life in their franchises. I remember Alien and The Thing were my favorite sci-fi horror flicks from the 80s. What are a few of yours? From Matthew W. Stewart. I love Alien, love The Thing. The Alien franchise has kind of fallen apart. Prometheus has really helped with that. So yes, I do want to check out Alien Covenant. Blade Runner 2 I'm super skeptical about because it's one of those movies where it is... Dude, it's been so long, right? And it's such an iconic movie. We'll see what happens. I'm not saying it's going to suck or anything like that. I'm just saying that it's one of those things where it's unexpected. It's not like an action thriller or anything like that. It's just an unexpected sequel. As far as my favorite 80s sci-fi films, I love Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. I mean, you got to have that in there, dude. And even if you don't like, sci-fi, that's like an action movie kind of in a way. It really is like one of the more action-packed Star Trek films. I gotta have that in there. You mentioned, do you count Terminator? It's another one. Love Terminator. Just fantastic stuff. There's also another movie I want to recommend called Night of the Comet. Really, really good stuff. I haven't picked it up yet, but I might pick it up. I think Scream Factory has their version out, so I might check that out. Beerus versus One Punch Man. Beerus, come on, bro. Hey, Geekdom. I'm a big fan of yours. Well, thank you. After watching episode 71, I wasn't surprised how effortlessly Hit killed Goku since he held back a lot of his power in the U67 tournament. Yes. What's your analysis on how strong Hit is? Is he powerful enough to even fight the gods of destruction or Mirza Zamasu? No. Hold on a minute now, buddy. All right. Well, okay. Mirza Zamasu, Goku did push back a Kamehameha, so that's possible. But it's also weird storytelling. I don't think he can take on a god of destruction at all. In fact, I think the next episode preview for episode 72, I think that we're going to see him kind of... if you look at... I did a preview on it. If you watch the next episode preview, you'll see that Hit looks scared. And I think he's scared of Beerus. So I think that's what's going on here. What are your analysis on how strong he is? I'm going to wait until episode 72 to really talk about that. Because there's something... The story's not over yet. Okay. Alright. Gerson SSJ Rosie. Let's see. Hit said it just takes a single front strike. That's the rule. But in the preview for 72, we saw that Goku didn't die. To me, that means that Hit failed his mission. So the question is, if Hit failed to kill Goku one hit, what's the point of fighting him again? Isn't that going against his rule? No, he never said that he would... It's a failure if he doesn't try to kill him. See, that's not how it works. With assassins, if they try to kill you, let's use real world logic here. If you get hired to be a sniper and kill somebody, right, and you shoot that bullet and you miss, you better try again. You see what I'm saying? You better try to snipe him again. So yeah, I would say that Hit would try again, but understand when you watch that episode again, he almost gave Goku a chance to leave. He gave Goku a chance to survive. So I guess he did fail his mission, but I feel like he purposely failed his mission. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. Thank you, Geekdom 101, for Q&As all Christmas week. Best ever. Thanks a lot, Tony. In the next arc, do you think it's possible for Gohan to surpass Ultimate Form? Well, the Ultimate thing is not really a form. It's just Gohan with his power unlocked. I'm probably going to do a video about that sometime in 2017 because I think it needs to be addressed. We addressed it before, but not for its own video, right? Maybe a quickie or something. I haven't figured that out yet, but... yes, Gohan, it's with his power unlocked, but obviously he can raise his power. And I do think that a lot of fans, even though Gohan has been portrayed as not being a fighter, I still think Gohan is actually significantly stronger than people give him credit for. In fact, I'm pretty sure that both Laughingstock Media and Seth the Programmer both did videos about this, covering it. Two different opinions there. Well, no, two similar opinions, two different perspectives. And I agree with them. I think Gohan is a lot stronger than people give him credit for, But I think with the way he's being portrayed in that poster, he's gonna be, maybe taking everything seriously. Again, we'll see. What is your favorite food? I have so many, dude, because I like to eat Brazilian steak. I like lobster, shrimp. I like teriyaki. I like sushi. Bro, come on. Toriyama has said that Mr. Satan is a powerful human. Do you think there was a time where he was ever as powerful as the main cast or slightly above? Yeah, when they were babies, maybe. I mean, dude, he's powerful in comparison to like other, like other non-key users. Like Mr. Satan would kind of be like a UFC champion type guy in the real world. Like he would be one of those guys who's just really, really tough, like a Fedor. Well, he's not really UFC, but you know what I mean, like Fedor. Cain Velasquez before he had like 15 injuries. I'm just using random MMA fighters here. Like he's one of those kind of tough guys, but he just can't take on somebody who knows how to use ki and fire ki blasts. I mean, you're screwed then. Wilfredo V. Garcia writes, I was thinking, what if they said team battles meant pairing two characters from twin universes, like Goku would hit against someone from Universe 1 and 12, because twin universes can't live without each other. That's a good point. How do you think it'll affect your view on the arcs and battles? That's a very good point. Holy shit, that's a good point. If they blow up Universe 6, does that mean Universe 7 doesn't exist? Or, well, it never says that they can't live without each other. It just says that they're twins. It doesn't say that they cannot exist without each other. Don't get it twisted. But it's still going to be kind of a big emotional impact. But you might make a point. Like it might be like two characters versus two. That could be the case. I don't think so though. I mean, but it could be one of those things where like Goku and Hit team up, right? And then if they win their fight, Universe 7 and 6 is spared. So I like that idea. I actually really like that idea. I like that. Could be the case. Would you ever consider doing WWE pay-per-views on your YouTube channel? I know you do Fabulous Lucha Brothers. That's old stuff. I think it would be a cool change of pace every once in a while to get away from Dragon Ball and hear your other love and thoughts on the current stuff. Well, I don't like modern wrestling as much as the old stuff. I just don't. I still watch it, but I don't like it as much. I've considered doing wrestling videos. I have considered it. I don't know if I should or if I shouldn't. Maybe I'll give it a little test and see what I think. But if you're out there and you like wrestling, check out the Fabulous Lucha Brothers Wrestling Show over on geekdom101.com. Totally different kind of show. I'm actually returning to the show this weekend. I was off for a few weeks. I'm coming back to the show this weekend. It's a podcast. It's not a video. But they're long shows, and we talk about the history of wrestling. We talk about classic pay-per-views. I mean, if you love wrestling, you're going to love the show. A lot of the jokes that we have on there, though, are super, like, insider. So if you're like an insider wrestling fan, like you'll get the jokes. If you don't get them though, I'm sure you'll probably do the research and figure out what the jokes are. But it's a fun show. I really cut loose on there too. I'm just like I am on the Q&As. We're just talking shit, making controversial jokes and dirty jokes and things like that. So it's great. It's a fun time. Tony Silva writes, if they had a team doubles match every here and there in the Universal Tournament arc, that would be awesome. Who do you think would see a tag team? Android 17 team or Gohan and Piccolo? Both of those sound good to me. Both of those do sound good. I gotta scroll down a little bit. Okay, who would you have liked to have beaten Lesnar other than Goldberg? I wish Shinsuke Nakamura was the one to do it. That would be great for Nakamura. I think Samoa Joe would have been perfect for that role because he's also a big tough guy. What do you think about the Dragon Ball Unreal fan game? I haven't played it yet, but I've heard good things. So there you go. What's the moment you realized Dragon Ball was a great series? I don't know. The first time I saw it, really. It never bored me when I was younger. This guy's asking, which version of Star Wars do you like, the original trilogy or the special editions? Yes, the original releases are the best ones. Some of the changes are good. Obviously, Greedo shot first, but actually they shot at the same time. But no, I like the original versions, even though I do respect George Lucas tremendously. I do think that the original film should be preserved. Like, here's the way I see it. All right, here's my perspective. I don't think George Lucas changing the movies is that bad, as long as he had released the original movies and given them the proper Blu-ray treatment and put those out as an option. The fact that he wants to erase the original cuts, that's what bugs me. It's not that he made these changes, because you can have the special editions and then the regular ones. There's tons of Blu-rays that have director's cuts and then they're theatrical. That's not anything new. But the fact that he's trying to pretty much sweep under the rug the original cuts, which I think are better, I do think that that's troublesome. And hopefully Disney will put those out soon. JK, I'm sorry. I don't know what he's talking about. Here we go with the repeat questions. Let's see. There's a lot of wrestling questions, but I want to get a few of these. Who do you think stronger, Anakin or Vader? That's tough, man. Anakin's probably a little stronger, because Vader was crippled. Okay. I love you. Oh, thanks. I'll answer a couple more and then we'll get out of here. What's a good one? Are collarbones, trapezius hot on girls? I don't know. It's not really the first thing I look at. Who is the fittest person in the Dragon Ball community? Probably Jax Blade, I would say. Jax Blade is. Who's the smartest, richest, most knowledgeable about anime and the funniest? Well, I don't know about richest, bro, because I don't think any of us are freaking rich, believe it or not. Anybody, and then this guy's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. G, and then the Z's are back. And then, yeah, a lot of time on your hands, buddy. A lot of time on your hands. It really doesn't bother me, dude, because, you know, it doesn't bother me because you're the one wasting your time, bro. And thank you for watching my video and putting money in my pocket. Thank you. Who's the smartest, richest, most knowledgeable about anime and funniest? Josh from Dragon Ball Nation is really funny. Smartest, I don't know. Probably Lance. Maybe Lance or Zeon or Gabby, one of those three. Most knowledgeable about anime, I would probably say, I guess Zeon out of my crew. Overall, I would say that's it. Anyways, that's it, guys. Thank you, as always, for sending those questions, and I'll answer more of these tomorrow. Ask.fm/geekdom101 is where you'll want to go. And I know I didn't get to all of these. It's hard to get to all of them. There's too many of them, but I'll do the best that I can. Thank you, as always, for supporting the channel. Talk to you guys down the road.